Okay, so I'm mic'd up now. That was a terrible intro. Okay, I'm mic'd up finally, with a way better mic that doesn't sound like it's ear fucking you all the time. Just got out of my wonderful Walgreens night shift, and we're about to hit upper three, right? Which I wouldn't say it's probably the most demanding upper session that I have, just because in that one I actually have free weights for more than like 2 or 3 movements. So the stability demand is obviously like I'm not used to having to stabilize that much because I've always done stabilized exercises my entire time going to a gym. But um no, yeah, I'm tired. Was really debating not coming today, but at the end of the day, everybody, has struggles that they got to push through in order to achieve what they want to achieve. And for me, it's just this overnight thingy mabob, which is a curse and a blessing at the same time. Because if I didn't have this job, um, none of this stuff would be in my control. So I'd probably still be going to like fucking LA Fitness. Um, wouldn't be able to buy food. Wouldn't have this car. So at the same time, the job also enables my bodybuilding goals. I just have to get past that mental barrier I have of feeling tired basically 90% of the time. So no, yeah, I'm just waiting till my gym opens, and it should be open now, but it like just opened, so I'm gonna give them a little bit of a break. Got a whole gallon of water here. Already drank half of it. Uh, Definitely, I feel like the weeks I do work, because this job is 1 week off and 1 week on. The weeks I do work, I struggle with like eating a sufficient amount. I feel like that's where I like the most. When it comes to my training and my effort, I feel like it's fairly fine. I'm still discovering like new shit every day. Um, but no, yeah. Today, even though I'm tired, I'm gonna push through it because the other day I actually tried to hit lower two, and I dead ass only did like 2 exercises and dip because of how like fatigued and tired I felt. So that day I showed up. So today we're gonna be like 1% better at least, and do 3 exercises or some shit. I don't even know. But since I'm mic'd up and I feel like it's gonna be a lot more entertaining, I think I'm actually gonna push through and do the full on workout. It's kind of sad though, because I did have flat press with dumbbells uh program for this session, and last time I hit them, I hit the 80s for about, I don't even remember. Pretty sure it was more than six, probably like 7, 8 reps. I don't remember, but I hit him for a good amount of reps, and I know I had the 90s, in my system. But it's been a bit, and today obviously I feel pretty tired, so I don't know exactly how that's gonna turn out. I may just stick to the 80s today. Who knows? I really want to get up to the hundreds, but that's a really really big one. Um, and then I also want to try this new exercise. Uh, the person who I specifically saw do this exercise was Justin Shier. It's like let's say you're laying on a bench and you're doing like dumbbell rows, just like that, and it seems like it feels pretty good, and I feel like it is pretty good, but I just don't know how I'm gonna get the bench elevated, this and that. I feel like it's a lot of setting up. So at the end of the day, I'm gonna see what exactly I can do in regards to that exercise, because as much as I love deadlifts, today is not really feeling like a deadlift day. Um But yeah, I guess we're just gonna go in there and see how it goes. Fuck it. Okay, so the first exercise for today is hammer curls, and I'm gonna talk a bit, but I'm not gonna be talking too much because this is a very small gym, and most of the time I am in people's way, so it's whatever. Um, I think the highest I've ever gone with hammer curls is the 40s. So today I'm gonna do the 45s, and last time I did normal dumbbell curls with the 40s, so I should be able to do more weight with hammer curls though. So I didn't count any of that. I have no idea how the reps look. They felt a bit scuffed, so I don't know how I feel about it. But I'm gonna just lower it to the 40s for next set. Let's see if it goes better with the 40s. I'm pretty sure that was like, dude, I wasn't. I have no idea what the rep was. Okay, so that went a lot better. I think my breathing was just really off when it came to the 45s. So I don't know if it's just that I wasn't breathing in properly or getting enough air in my lungs, but I felt like I produced much more force with the normal 40. So one thing I'm gonna definitely start doing is upping the volume when it comes to my arm movements. So usually the bicep isolation and tricep isolation exercise would be at the end of the workout, but since I really want to grow my arms, I put them in the front. And I think I usually only do 2 sets for these exercises, but I think I'm gonna up it to like 3-ish, maybe 4 on some days. But I still gotta see. But I'm definitely gonna up the volume. Um, so right now we did 2 sets, one really heavy, one that was slightly lower, and now we're gonna do 35, so it should be a solid like 12 reps, I think. So I didn't really count there. I just kind of went to failure, but I don't think that was 12. I really don't. It was still a good set. All right, so second exercise, which is the tricep isolation one. Um, I'm doing French press, I think it's called the French press. Um, Last time I did 25s, warmed up with the 20s. They felt great, excellent connection. So I'm hoping to do a really, really heavy set with the 30s. This is one of those like really humbling exercises. Um, but yeah. Gracias. They are super nice here at this gym. They offer you coffee. Coffee. You know what I mean? This thing's really hot, but my hand is shaking right now, like super hard. So, ay, me quemé la lengua. But yeah, hopefully this coffee is able to help me with the rest of my workout. Coffee's hot, bro. Goddamn. Boo. 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 That was a really nice set. It was heavy, but I felt literally every single rep. I think I'm gonna do an extra set, but I don't think I'm gonna lower the weight just because of how good the 30s felt. So let's get to it. Oh, oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. The burn. The thing with low weight is that the burn feels like not low weight, but like relatively low weight or just having that much of a connection where like literally almost every rep like burns. Um, it's really hard to push through because you feel the burn. It's so intense, but the concentric of the movement hasn't slowed down not one bit. And my cue of getting like close to a point where I can actually stop is not necessarily the burn, but how slow my concentric is. Like literally in that last rep, my arms were like shaking, and it took like a good bit to get that last bit out. Probably could have gone for one more rep, but I'm not gonna burn myself out just yet because I still have a lot of exercises to go, and I upped the volume a bit, so I'm not necessarily gonna go full out right away. But another great set. Warmed up with 70s, 65s, whatever. Um, so we're gonna jump to the 80s. This, I did think I was gonna be able to do more weight, but I changed my form, and I don't know if you can see it from there, but I have these pads where my feet are, so my feet are elevated, so that way I could keep that neutral spine stack thingy so I could, generate more force and actually use my chest instead of like arching my back. I don't want to mention rib compression because it's like trending right now, and I don't want to just like regurgitate what everybody's saying. So, but I saw it from Sebastian Burka. Everybody gives him a lot of shit, but he knows his shit, you know. So yeah, let's get started with the 80s. See how they move. Okay, so that was terrible. That was completely terrible. I think since since I feel my chest a lot more, like I'm actually working it, I think I'm gonna have to lower the weight. Damn, that voice crack was crazy. I think I'm gonna have to lower the weight if I'm gonna do it like this, cause literally my whole chest is being like butt fucked right now. So humbling experience. So I guess I'm gonna go back to the. I think I'm gonna go to the 65s, cause even the 70s felt really heavy, and I just want to make sure that you know I'm not ego lifting or injuring myself. So with this new way of doing, like my chest is pumped. Like I've never felt my chest like that with a flat press. So um, yeah, uh, very humbling. I'm gonna search up some videos after this on how to set yourself up on a flat press dumbbell thingy. Cause bro, it is such a hassle every time. Such a hassle. I feel so awkward doing it. And I just slammed the freaking left hand dumbbell into my thigh. Like what am I doing, bro? What am I doing? I'm special, bro. Next exercise is a high incline shoulder press. Um, it's really interesting. This whole keeping the spine like stacked and stuff, because I notice when I'm failing, my back tends to like arch to like push the weight up. Um, and I try to stop that. But when you keep your spine stacked like that, I don't know what it is. Like obviously, like I'm a science type of base lifter, but I don't know like intricate details like that or anything. But you could feel your muscles so much more. I just warmed up. I warmed up with a plate and a 10 on each side. Last time I did a plate and two tens on each side, so this time I put a plate, two tens, and a 2.5. But the difference is out of this world. Like this, compared to last time I hit, it's probably gonna be really heavy. Um, just cause I haven't trained in like almost a week, and you know, this whole keeping the spine neutral type of stuff, it makes the exercise way harder. But I feel like you get way more out of it at the same time. So, so let's go. Boom. That was three reps, I believe. They were good 3 reps, but a bit too low for me. So I'm gonna lower it to a plate and a 5, or maybe just a plate and just pump that out. Um, but that was felt really nice. Felt really nice, but really hard. Time for some JM press, which last time I did a plate in 25. So I added 2.5 on each side again. I'm probably only gonna do it for like 3 or 4, maybe 5 reps. But I think last time I did it for 7 or 8. So I know I'm capable of doing this weight, but because of me being tired, and I gotta stop using that as an excuse. I gotta stop with that. But realistically, you know, haven't been eating that much, and it's almost been a week since I've trained. Obviously, this session is gonna be a bit scuffy, but regardless, we're gonna get this weight. Boom. That felt a bit weird. I think the bar was entirely too low, but it was still good. Like what, 4 reps? Good. So time for lateral raises. They feel extremely hard today. I don't know if it's the fatigue, but they feel really hard. We're gonna push the rudder up. I think last time I did 25s, not 25, sorry, 25 pounds. I definitely cannot do that. So, All right. I don't know if everything is going to be in frame, but surprise, surprise, we're doing deadlifts. Trying to do a stiff-legged deadlift. Um, this is primarily going to be a back exercise, not glutes or hams, none of that. So I'm going to try to, I already warmed up, and let me tell you, my rectors, there's no way they're not going to grow from this. But I'm kind of nervous, especially since, I feel a bit weaker today. But I should be able to get this for like 3-4 reps, I believe. Last time I hit like 275 for, I think for like 8, and then I tried to go to 305, but I didn't have straps on, so the bar kept slipping. But I had the strength to like pick it up. But it was nothing. Deadlifts is definitely one of those exercises where I'm not gonna push myself too hard, especially in the beginning, because although yes, I have been doing them, I haven't been really consistent. So to avoid injury or whatever the heck, I'm gonna keep it like a couple reps in reserve for now. I'll go really intense later on, but right now I don't know where my limit is really at when it comes to deadlifts. Like, it's uncharted territory. So could have gone for more. Wow, these voice cracks are insane. I could have gone for more, but I still got. Oh my god, bro, my voice just keeps cracking. I still got one more upper back exercise, which is gonna be a rowing movement, and then lats. And obviously, I want to grow my lats, so I'm not trying to fatigue myself too much here. This sort of just for funsies. All right, so I'm in the car now, ready to go home. Overall, I have allergies. Oh my gosh. Overall, today, oh wow, whoa, I can't speak. Overall, today's training session, it was good considering that, I was really fatigued from my, work week and all that. The sleep messed up. Not eating as much as I should. Considering all that, it was good. And considering I haven't trained in a week, I stopped at deadlifts because I'm actually getting really hungry and my stomach started to hurt. So I didn't want to push myself that much. I still got tonight and then I'm off for a week, thank goodness. But yeah, I just didn't want to push myself. Either way, we progress in terms of what we did. You know what I'm saying? Like last session I hit 2 exercises and gave up. You know, at least today we almost finished the whole workout, at least, you know. So I see that as a victory, at least in you know, my books. Progress is progress. So yeah, hopefully tomorrow's lower 3, so I'm gonna complete that workout, like regardless of how I feel. And I'm definitely gonna make sure to eat good when I get home and before work and during work. So yeah, I guess we'll see you next video.